Hello, my name is Amol Arora. I'm the managing director of Shemrock and Shemford Group of Schools. We are a chain of about 650 preschools, primary schools, and K-12 schools across India, Nepal, and Bangladesh. The reason why I wanted to speak was I feel schooling is becoming more and more irrelevant every day. I'm setting up one school every week, yet I feel pity for the kind of education that we're giving in our schools across the sector. See, as a parent, what are my problems? What happens every single day of my life, I'll tell you. At 3:30, when my child comes home from school, we are worried. When he comes home to, some help, or he goes to grandparents, or where he goes to a daycare, every parent faces the same problem. Has my child eaten? Has he changed his clothes? Has the tutor come? Has she left? We're worried about his safety. Is he watching TV? And not on top of that, we're worried about his internet behavior as well. Is he spending too much time on his iPad? Is he online? Is he playing video games? Whom is he chatting with? So today it's a very, very scary world. On top of that, even if the children go outside, who is he talking to? So there's so many concerns that I've felt as a parent, that I felt that children should now not be at home unsupervised. So we're coming up with a new school concept called Shemford Futuristic School Gurgaon. We intend to change the way schooling is being done in the country right now. Even when we come home at 7:30, my wife and I come home at 7:30. The questions we ask our child is: show me a diary, show me your homework, show me a classwork notebook. Do I have to get something from the stationery shops before the market closes? And he has to sleep by 9:30 because he has to get up at 5:30 because the bus comes at 6:30. In Delhi NCR, it's so polluted in the winters. It's dark. There's smog outside, and yet our children are going into buses in the dark, on the polluted air with heavy bags, carrying a water bottle as well. I mean, it is just senseless the way. Do we carry a whole office back home, or do we carry a whole house back to office? No, right? And why the schooling hasn't changed when the world outside has changed so much? The reasons I get for this silly model of schooling, which operates at about 7:30 to 2 o'clock, is a buildings heat up by 3 o'clock. What kind of nonsense is that? Today, we have air conditioning. We don't have to send our children home. We don't close our offices. We don't close our shops. So why do schools close so early? Second reason I feel is the traffic problems. I mean, if traffic is a problem, shouldn't we as adults change our timings rather than asking our children to get up at unearthly times? And every week it's the same story, week after week. If there's a social function, somebody invites us for a social outing, we have to make some excuses on why we can't go because our child actually has to get up at 5:30. And you notice, look into a school bus, half the children are sleeping in the bus. Children are sleep deprived. They're carrying heavy bags. They're breathing dirty air. They come home to an empty house, or just maids, or just basic supervision. What's going on? Why we need to take better care of our children? So what we have always believed at Shemrock and Shemford Group of Schools is that the concept of schooling is going to change. Today, with the increasing internet, schools will not be about information and knowledge what is the way they are right now. Today, we had gone to years back, we had come to a school to gain information, to gain knowledge. With the guru on the stage would tell us information, we would memorize it, vomit out an exam in cursive writing, and hope to have a good career beyond that. But in today's world, it is just irrelevant. You cannot expect to have a career based on just rote learning, memorization, and cursive writing. So what I feel is schools are going to change from where the information, knowledge will happen anywhere, anytime, while the child wants. And children will come to school like a community center. It's about human to human. The relationship with the mentor, with the senior, with the superior, with peer groups, all that will happen in schools. And today, that's what we feel. A school should become a community center rather than a knowledge hub. And that's how we've designed the school. The school that we reside in is coming up in the heart of Gurugram. It's a 9 to 6 school, so you drop your child off, you pick your child up after office. All his homework requirements, his extracurricular requirements are all taken care of. It's a safe environment. Today, as a parent, I spend more on my after-school programs than my school's fees. It doesn't make sense, right? Why can't the school do everything and just send me the child after all his requirements are taken care of? So that's our intention. So when the child comes home, now if the child wants to go online, great, but let it be in a parental satisfaction. If the children want to play outside in the gardens, yes, please take the child out. At least you're observing them. It's in your knowledge. So we believe this is how schooling should be, and we believe this will be a beautiful family life for all parents who choose our school. They don't have to worry about homework, stationery shops, or all those demands which schools make. The child just goes home with a light bag, one or two books that he needs to study at home. Rest, there are lockers in the school, put air purifiers, we put a drone flying area, there's computer labs, a Mac lab, TV recording studio. We put in all 21st century skill, things which will help them build those skills which will actually be required in the 21st century. Why we wanted to create a school where children run to school and walk back home. And we're super excited about this school project, and we believe this is the model of how urban schooling should happen in modern day India. If we are able to replicate this model, I'm sure this old school model of 8 to 2 will change, just the way Shemrock changed preschool education way back in '89 when we introduced the concept of bright, colorful classrooms, interesting furniture, and interiors which children would relate to. We changed preschools way back in '89, and now in 2009, 30 years after that, we intend to change the way schooling is done in India. So I'd like to invite anybody who watches this video, please come over and visit our school. It's at Shemford, it's in Malibu Town, Sector 47, Gurgaon, and I'll be happy to show you what we have done with all the passion that we've done in the school. With all that passion we've created this school, it will be my pleasure to invite you personally. So come on over and see what the future of schooling will look like. Thank you.